What's up, Taurus? Welcome in. Welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you. Bonus because you've had so much viewership on the readings that I've done prior. So I'm going to keep sending you more, Taurus. Thank you. All right, what's hidden from Taurus? Thank you. Outcome and advice for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Thank you. All right. Succinct. One card in each spot. Wow. All right, Taurus. The overall energy of this reading is the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Getting out of a period of time where you were abandoned. This is also the card and the position of the card for self-abandonment. Ooh, fives. Ooh, I'm looking ahead. So now we've already got 3 fives. Five of Pentacles in reverse, Five of Cups in reverse in the outcome, and Five of Wands. Fives are change energy. They can be uncomfortable, but they've got easy answers. Five of Pentacles in reverse is focusing on what you do have. Not focusing on what you don't have, but focusing on what you do have to create more of that. There's some type of fight, struggle that's going on because you've abandoned yourself. Wheel of Fortune, luck. This feels related to astrology. It feels like Tauruses have... Ooh, there's a change of fortunes in the air for those of you who have taken control of your Wheel of Fortune. Luck doesn't just happen to you. Luck is where preparation meets... Ooh, what is that? Where preparation meets opportunity. And that's what this feels like. It feels like there's a lot of difficulty and struggle, but it feels like this is happening for you, Taurus, for your benefit, for your betterment. It feels like you're fighting for you. What's Taurus need to know about this? Five of Pentacle in reverse, Five of Wand energy. Okay, whole bunch came out. Looks like you're getting out of the Six of Cups in reverse. Something that you thought was going to be sweet and wonderful, but instead was very wounding. Feels like you were treated as less than by someone. Like, hey, I'm really miserable down here. Why do you keep complaining? You know, if you stop complaining, then this would be a great connection. Well, I'm trying to let you know that I am not enjoying this. Why are you trying to make me guilty? It feels like you're connected with someone who just can't. That type of mentality, like, it's hard to communicate if you're communicating your needs and wants, and that your needs and wants are not being met, and that you're upset, and that it's hurting you and affecting you. It doesn't feel like this person can even perceive you. They just want you to stop complaining, because apparently this relationship's working for them. And it would be perfect if you would just stop complaining about your place in the relationship. It looks like... Oh, there's a lot of major arcana coming out now. So these feel like very core issues that are coming up to be healed, to be processed through. Yeah, someone put you in a hanged man position. That how you feel about it doesn't matter. It's what they wanted. And so it looks like you were very patient. If anything, your patience worked against you because you just tolerated a lot of less than treatment, a lot of staying here and not being happy, trying to keep this connection together. So it feels like you're making the best of this situation, of being completely taken advantage of. Now I get it. It feels like you abandon yourself to be in this connection. And it feels like you're fighting to, from within the connection, to be cared about, to be perceived. This feels like it stems from a mother wound, neglect, a lack of care. So you didn't know your own value. And so you accepted this treatment because of a mother wound, an unhealed mother wound, thinking this is as good as it gets. What I'm also seeing here, though, it looks like breaking a contract. Let me tune into this. It feels like the contract is like breaking a marriage contract. There's some type of murky thoughts reversed. It feels like it's the most clear thinking that this isn't going to change. It doesn't matter how much you argue or fight. If you can't get someone to care about you, if they just can't perceive that they find you communicating your needs and wants and you're upset as a problem instead of that you are trying to communicating what the problem is. It just feels like you are taking control of your wheel of fortune and you're no longer abandoning yourself to be in the connection, that someone doesn't even care. There's a lack of care for you. How do you teach someone from inside of a relationship to care about you? You might have had a couple romantic relationships for some of you that have ended up in this similar fashion where you're surprised. It feels like surprised from inside this connection why it's not working. It looks like one of those connections, someone was very concerned with optics, how things looked. So they're not concerned with the day-to-day, with what's really going on in the connection. It feels like they might benefit from being in a relationship, having the perks of being in a relationship makes them look upstanding. Ugh. There's something about this person that's they benefit from being inside of a connection, from being in a connection with you, but it feels there's something else with this. It's like you're making them look good. Yeah. But this is interesting. So I'm clarifying the King of Pentacles in reverse. The next card that came out is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse with her back turned. It's a perfect match. This feels like this could be describing this relationship. It's not grounded in reality. It looks like you're put with the Three of Pentacles. and there's only one person. Usually there are three other people in this card, and this card is about teamwork, collaboration, everybody coming together to collaborate and create something. Instead, it feels like you're doing all the work in this relationship. And it feels like in the whole time you're in this relationship, you're trying to get it somewhere. You're trying to get the relationship to be something that you prefer. And it feels like you're putting all this time and effort and focus into this, trying to make this work. I get the feeling by you focusing so much on this person, on very well could be a marriage here, a lot of indicators for marriage, that you kind of lose yourself. It feels like you lose out. The more you're in this relationship, the more you've lost your independence, the more you've lost your resources and access to resources. You're so focused on trying to make this relationship work that you've lost context of, like, it feels like the longer you're in it, the more obsessed to get this to work. But it feels like you're the only one putting in the work and the effort, like your partner doesn't care. It feels like that extends from a mother wound. Feels like this person is playing in your unhealed wounds. They're taking advantage of your mother wound, getting you to work super hard, and they put in less and less effort. For some of you, it feels like this person's that you're in a relationship with, that they're dabbling in third parties because you're so focused. It's on the relationship, and putting all your time, your attention. It feels like you're exhausting yourself, and they're not putting in any work and effort, which feels like it's activating some anxiety within you that keeps you working even harder to try to turn this around. Yeah, with Nine of Swords, it feels like a comfort zone type of relationship. You're afraid, you've put so much time and attention into this person, into this relationship, to just walk away. But that's what it's looking like. That there's nothing here for you. And that clarity, when your thoughts are clear, you realize that this is not effective. That this isn't going to lead you to your happiness. What's the Nine of Pentacles? Wow. It looks like, I was asking about the Nine of Pentacles that's here, that feels very independent, successful, someone who's learned how to train their focus. So they're very abundant, gifted at whatever they do, and having the life they prefer. What came up clarifying is Magician, Nine of Cups. It looks like if you learn how to train your focus on what you want, not this person, not this relationship. If it was meant to happen, your focus is amazing. There's nothing wrong with you or your focus. It's that this person is taking advantage of you working really hard, so focused on, I need to make this, I need to fix this, I need to fix this, that you're missing the plot. And what it looks like is you're very talented at focusing. And if you took all that attention and time and care and pulled it out of this relationship and put it into you and focus on what you wanted, it's amazing what you can manifest. Independence, abundance, Happiness. It feels like it's a byproduct of this environment of being happy. And it feels like you can show yourself how skilled you are by pulling your energy back from this connection, pouring it into you, and showing yourself how much happier you are, how independent. That's even with the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel isn't just happening to you. To get the effect of the wheel, you take hold of it and you make changes consciously, taking control of your destiny. It feels like you're no longer abandoning yourself, getting out of this relationship, seeing it clearly, and seeing your path is in the direction of your independence, of your freedom, of your happiness. And it feels like there's so much ease when you focus on yourself. Take all that, and instead of abandoning yourself, focus it on you. All right, Taurus, what's hidden is the Sun card. A spotlight, happiness. This feels more like soul fulfillment, feeling at ease, feeling... So inside this relationship that I was tuned into, it feels like your inner child can't come out and play. There's not happiness. You're feeling burdened, feeling constantly trying to heal, constantly trying to repair, constantly trying to make this person care about you, trying to get them to put some work into this relationship. And in what's hidden, it feels like there's a lot of ease coming through. When you let go, Four of Pentacles reverse, Star card. Oh, I do like this. When you let go, Four of Pentacles in reverse. Four of Pentacles is like, this is all I think I can have. I'm afraid to let go of what I have, because what if this is as good as it gets? That's the type of mentality that's keeping you stuck in this past relationship. Fear that this is as good as it gets, and it's not. Once you let go of those Four Pentacles and train your focus on what you want, what's your highest excitement, what brings you happiness, and following that spark of joy, letting go of what you've known. It feels like what I'm seeing here is quite quickly you go from Four Pentacles to 9. And really what I'm seeing is kind of like, oh my gosh, if I only knew, I would have left earlier, that kind, which is fine. You're going to leave when you leave, if you leave. And you don't have to do anything. There's no pressure. This is a option world, free choice. Okay, Star card. Very healing, very hopeful energy. It looks like you've learned a lot, or there's a capability, like once you heal through this, leave this environment and heal, that you're a very different version of you. Some of you, I got the sun with a spotlight, how she's got her hands, and oftentimes the sun card is like a spotlight of truth, clarity. There's something beautiful here about when you stop centering someone else and center yourself, and there's a glow up. Definitely step by step getting showing yourself that you can let go, making it feasible, not just, I think I can go, I think that's it, but this feels, yes. All right, Five of Pentacles in reverse, abandon. It looks like you're healing that abandonment wound. You're no longer going to abandon yourself to be in a relationship. What kind of relationship is that if you have to lose yourself, if you can't even be present and the relationship is all about the other person, then you're not really in a relating to someone else. It feels like you kind of disappear in connections and support. Do you become, I was seeing the mother wound with the Empress reverse with her back turned as kind of the belief systems why this relationship is the way it is a unhealed mother wound. And with you not really showing up as your full self, someone who has value and knows their value and worth, and so they're an equal partner, it feels like you show up in relationships and get positioned into a support role where you're kind of their mother and abandon the adult version of you and what you want and start taking care of this person, not in like mommy. I'm also getting, it feels like this person at the beginning of the relationship, not the very beginning, it feels like when the relationship started switching, when they feel kind of scary. Which feels like for a lot of you had you back down and not stand up for yourself, because the person inside the relationship that you're closest to, that you're in a relationship with, is scary, intimidating, purposefully so. And then they're breadcrumbing and causing so much confusion. For some of you, there's purposeful financial abuse here to keep you dependent, to keep you from this. What I'm seeing here, you recognizing, I could do better. I could totally do better. It's purposeful, this fog of confusion. Everything that's being done is to create no opportunities for you, so you don't even look for them. So you can't even get out of the house. It feels like any ideas you have, this person just whittles away at who you are. It looks like for some of you, they put you up on a pedestal at first. And then at some point they decide they're in some type of competition with you and they're demanding, and you can't, they're scary, purposefully scary, intimidating. That's what that is, intimidation. And then slowly coercion, countering, nagging, constantly. It's like you have no support and you're the only one doing the work. So what does the viewer need to know, in anything more in what's hidden that Taurus needs to know? You have the strength to get through this, the courage to face your fears, to get on the other side of those fears and realize that you did it. feels like this is on the other, this might be you on the other side, taming your inner demons. So at some point you feel so confident that this person can't affect you any longer. They can't manipulate you or mess with your emotions. Speaking of, all right, Taurus, in the outcome and advice, we have the Five of Cups in reverse. Getting two, this person feels very unapologetic for anything that they've done. They lack maturity to, period. They lack maturity, accountability. And then on the other side, the other message that I'm getting is you, Taurus, that you have the ability to heal from this. Feels like it's important to feel your emotions, to acknowledge what you've gone through. And it does feel like you can get through this. With Queen of Cups coming out as a challenge, it feels like there's some heart healing, some important healing about how you see yourself, the value. If you don't see your own value and worth, then others won't. If you don't act on your value and worth, then others will behave accordingly. It feels like when you heal from this, you heal a lot of how you see yourself and level up how you see yourself. Once you independently are able to create Nine of Cups and Nine of Pentacles, Sunshine, Star card, Strength. On the other side of this, you're a very different person. You're becoming a version of yourself that would never tolerate, never be in this type of relationship. It feels like if you allow it, that it can be an amazing lesson that helps you heal from your family of origin wounds and become the version of you that you prefer. Yeah, allowing, recognizing, oh, this isn't love. This is manipulation, deception, coercion, countering, negging. This is a mother wound. I got it. It looks like the advice is no contact. Four of Swords in reverse is no contact. Four of Swords upright is healing. Healing communication, taking time out. This is my no contact card. I get the feeling, since it came out next to the Two of Cups in reverse, that this person, why you can't communicate with this person is they're not operating from integrity and they're not operating from good faith. They're operating from manipulation, deception. They just deny your reality. You didn't experience that, Taurus, and if you did, it wasn't that bad and you misperceived it. And if you didn't feel that, and if you did, then it's you because you're sensitive and there's something wrong with you. There's just no way to make someone take accountability and grow up and mature. And so the best bet is to show this person with your actions that you're not interested in this type of activity any longer. You're not their medicine. You were never going to fix this. You were never going to get them to change their mind and see you. It's not because of you. It's because this relationship and the way this person wanted to relate just is not the way you wanted to. And they don't know, they're highly critical. I don't see them waking up. And so instead of waiting, please do not wait on someone to change and evolve and wake up and see you and care. Get on with your life, and if they do, fantastic. But the call's got to come from inside the house. You can't be this kind of medicine to get someone to see you, get someone to wake up. As a matter of fact, this person, it feels like they've judged you so harshly over this relationship, over the time. It feels like they can't really even really perceive you, Taurus. They're perceiving the projections of you. What they can't have about themselves, you have become what I'm seeing as a scapegoat. This is not someone mature that understands that they've got to work through their emotions, that taking accountability and responsibility for their... No, that's not who we're talking about here. They just can't have a lot of stuff that makes them uncomfortable. They're not willing to look at their shadow or in blind spots. And so instead, they blame everything on you, someone that's close to them. You can't do anything right by them. And it feels like the longer you're in this, the more distance, because there's resentment on your part too, because you're not getting the relationship you want. And there's all these repressed emotions, frustration. And it feels like, well, it's okay to have these emotions. I can't express them to this person, so I've had to repress them because they can't have my emotions. So I've suppressed a lot of resentment and a lot of upset and a lot of disappointment that this is what this relationship is. And it feels like it's time to address that and deal with the reality, because this person, as I'm perceiving it in this relationship, can't perceive you because they're looking at you through all their negative projections, what they can't have about themselves. So, whew. All right, Taurus, I hope that's helpful. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great rest of your day.